Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how you can create this rack system under 5 minutes. But before that, let's see how this rack system works. So I have uploaded a Google's earning report to this rack system and I'm going to ask questions about the earnings report. So what was Google's 2025 Q2 earning revenue? Okay, and as you can see, the AI agent is combining the GPT model as well as this HTTP request to provide us with the response. And here we have the response. Google's total revenue for the second quarter of 2025 was $96 billion. And if I scroll down, in addition to having this information, we also have the citation for this information, the pages. And with that being said, let's see how we can set up this workflow in N8N. And in order to do that, first we need to use a tool called Pinecone. So basically go to pinecone.io. So pinecone.io, create an account using your email address, and once you do that, you will be navigated to this web page. And once you're here, click on assistant and then click on create an assistant. And once you're here, you can provide the name of your assistant and you can name it whatever you want. After you do that, click on create assistant. And I've already done this, so I'm not going to do it because I already have my assistant here, which is called test. So once you click on your assistant, you will be navigated to this web page, and you probably won't have these messages because I was testing this system earlier today. But first things first, you need to click on files. Click on files, and then you need to click to upload. And once you do that, you can basically upload your PDF file to Pinecone. And I've already done that. I have my Google's earning report and I have also my Starbucks earnings report. And here I can basically ask the same question I asked in N8N. So I'm gonna copy this question and I'm gonna paste it here and I'm gonna see what we get. Okay, so we get this response, and as you can see, we are getting exact citations to the page. And let's see how we can do this in N8N. Okay, so head over to N8N and we are going to start from scratch. And the first thing we need is an AI agent. So I'm going to click on this plus sign and I'm gonna search for an AI agent. I'm going to get my AI agent, and basically I'm just going to close this. And first of all, we need to add a tool to our AI agent, and the tool we are using is Pinecone, but Pinecone's assistant does not natively connect with AI agents in N8N, so we need to use an HTTP request tool. So I'm gonna click on this plus sign and I'm gonna click on this HTTP request tool. Okay, and once I'm on this page, I'm gonna head over to Pinecone and I'm gonna click on this connect button and I'm gonna scroll down and I'm gonna copy lines 3 to 15. Okay, lines 3 to 15, and I'm gonna paste them here. Okay, and once I do that, the settings of this HTTP request will be automatically configured. Okay, so we don't need to change many things, but we need to provide our API key. So in order to get your API key, you need to go to Pinecone, you need to go to API keys, you need to click on create API key, and you gotta name it, so I'm gonna say rag for create key, and this is my key. I'm gonna copy it, I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna paste it. Okay, and after that I need to change this portion of the JSON text. So as of right now, this content is what being passed to our Pinecone, and we don't want that because we want to make sure our questions are being returned to Pinecone, and we want to make sure these questions are being dynamically updated. So I'm gonna delete this, and actually to save some time I'm gonna go here and I'm just gonna copy this from my previous setup, and basically this allows us to, and also you need to click on expression, this allows us to dynamically get our question and pass it to Pinecone. So if our questions change, the content being passed to Pinecone also changes. Okay, and once we have done that, the only thing we need to change is the description of this tool. So I'm just gonna say use this tool as a knowledge database. Okay, good enough, and I'm gonna save it. But we also need to connect a chat model to our AI agent. So click on this plus sign, and here I'm gonna use OpenAI's GPT models. So I'm gonna type OpenAI chat model, and we can use GPT 4.1, and in order to do that we need to have an API key, and in order to get your API key just go to openai.com and sign up for an API key. Okay, so I'm just gonna save this, and now we should be good to run this RAG pipeline. Okay, so I'm gonna say, let's just copy the previous question. Okay, and as you can see, it's combining the GPT model as well as the Pinecone tool to provide us with the response. It's gonna take a while, and the answer is being generated. Okay, so as you can see, we have the information, but if I scroll down, we do not have the citations, and also we do not have exact quotations from the PDF, and this is gonna make it harder for us to trust the output. And you might ask yourself, how can we make sure that the citations are produced? And in order to do that, we need to specifically tell our AI agent to provide the citations. And in order to do that, I'm gonna click on add option, and I'm gonna go to system message, and here we need to tell our AI agent what to do. Okay, so I'm gonna delete this, and also I have the prompt, so I'm just gonna paste it here, and you can basically use the same prompt. I'm basically telling the AI agent to give us the citations and exact quotations from the PDF. So I'm gonna close this, I'm gonna save this, and then I'm gonna ask the same exact question. What was Google's Q2 earnings? Okay, and this time it might take longer. We are retrieving the data, and once the data is retrieved, it's gonna be passed to the GPT model, so we get our final response. Okay, so let's see, we still get the same response, but if I scroll down, we get the exact source for the information, but we are not getting the exact quotations from the PDF file. And the reason is, when we use Pinecone, we do not retrieve the exact data, we get the summarized version of our data. So in order to ask our AI agent to give us the specific quotations, we need to go back to Pinecone's documentations. So I'm gonna go to Pinecone's documentations, and I'm gonna search for something called highlight, and here there is a section for including citation highlights. And if we scroll down, it turns out that if we add this line to the JSON section of our HTTP request, we can make sure that we get exact quotations from Pinecone. So I'm just gonna copy this, and I'm gonna come back to our HTTP request. I'm gonna scroll down, and I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna add comma, don't forget the comma, and I'm gonna paste this here. Okay, and once I do that, we should be good. Okay, so I'm gonna save this, and I'm gonna ask the same exact question. What was Google's Q2 earnings? And for this response, we should get the exact quotations from the PDF file. So the AI agent is retrieving the information from our file, and the answer is now being generated by GTP. So as you can see, we get the same response, but if I scroll down, we are getting the exact citations, right? So the exact citations. Revenues were $96.4 billion, and some other exact citations from the PDF file, right? And we also get the exact pages for the information we just retrieved. So that's it for this video. If you like this type of videos, please like and subscribe, and if you have any questions, please put them in the comments section of this video. Thank you very much and have a great day.